Hello, Year 7. I hope you can see me and also, more importantly, you can hear me. Um, strange times. I know lots of you have already been working through remote lessons today. You may have had some live lessons with teachers, maybe in maths or computing today. I will be running some live lessons as well throughout the next 5 or 6 weeks. Um, but I will also be running some more detailed video sessions. But with everything happening, most of my day today has been spent writing to parents and preparing other things. But importantly, now the most important part of the day and the fun part of the day for me is teaching or setting up learning around history for you. So what I've got on my slide here is what you would usually have in your books, and do not worry that you haven't got your books. I've marked your brilliant assessments, and I will share those results with you on Show My Homework over the next week. So well done on those assessments around medieval life and the Black Death and the Peasants' Revolt. Some excellent knowledge and really good skill development around causation and consequence. So well done. But this half term, you can see we are looking at the Reformation and Renaissance, two words which you probably haven't heard of before unless you've been studying history yourself. But you may have heard of today's lesson, a king called Henry VIII, one of our most famous Tudor kings, who reigned from 1509 all the way through to 1547. So you can see chronologically, Year 7, we've kind of moved from the Middle Ages, where we looked at Norman conquest, and then we looked at the changes in kind of political changes in the country and the Domesday Book and the introduction of castles and the feudal system, all the way through to then looking at societal changes and people and the Peasants' Revolt and the Black Death and how it affected people in this country. We're now looking at a big change in history around the Tudor time, but also around this idea of Renaissance and rebirth. So on the slide here, you can see our yellow sheet that we would usually stick in our books at the start of each topic. That gives you really clear guidance on the 16 lessons we'll be studying over the next kind of 6 to 8 weeks. And some really interesting stuff here. If you look at, does Bloody Mary deserve her reputation? What was the significance of Leonardo da Vinci? So some really cool stuff that we're going to be researching and studying. So I'm really looking forward to reading your work and your thoughts on this. So what I'm going to do for today's lesson, which is going to be slightly different to others, is I will go on and just talk through the tasks that I'm going to put on Show My Homework for you to do soon. And as soon as you completed those tasks, please do send me messages and attachments across on Show My Homework so I can have a look at it and feed back to you. But some of the lessons will be live lessons using Teams, and I will be showing you how you can do that through your school email. And other lessons will be more detailed video of me actually teaching and going through things. So I'm going to try and make it as engaging as possible. But this type of history we're looking at, like I said, is really cool. So today's lesson is, who was Henry VIII? So on Show My Homework, you have got this task description. You'll all see this. And I just wanted to go through it with you so you were absolutely clear on what was expected of you for this history lesson. So the lesson itself focuses on who was Henry VIII, so it's quite an open question. You can obviously either complete your work on paper, and you can upload a photograph of your work and send it to me on Show My Homework or to my email address, or if you wanted to, you could complete it on a Word document and upload that. You don't need to print any worksheets today, you don't need to do any printing or anything like that. And obviously you can't use your exercise books because they're in a box over there on my shelf, having been marked from your assessments. So I've kind of just structured the lesson below, and I'll talk through it so I'm really clear on what I want you to do. So the title, obviously, that you write down is, who was Henry VIII? The key learning question, kind of the focus today. And just to begin with, it's a really simple task of just creating a simple mind map on everything you already know about King Henry VIII, and that can be without using any resources on the internet. Just what do you know? Okay, you might have a mum or a dad or a brother or sister there or a parent there. You might want to just do a little bit think, pair, share with them, and create your mind map, and aim for a minimum of maybe, let's say, 4 to 5 points that you already know about Henry VIII. What are those 4 to 5 points? You might know more. Okay. That will take you, I would say, 3 to 4 minutes. Once you've done that, then look at who Henry VIII was. Descriptions activity. So I want you now just to, which adjectives on the sheet apply to King Henry VIII, and choose at least 4 adjectives and explain why you think they describe Henry. So all of these resources are on Show My Homework, so you can use the sheet from there. Also, I've put up for task 2 some historical sources, so you can read through the sources and answer the questions on the worksheet. And again, that's all provided. You do not need to print any of that off, but it's all about his personality and his appearance. So you're using historical sources, Year 7, to analyse Henry's personality and appearance. And finally, task 3 is using the Henry VIII conclusions activity sheet, which again there's an attachment to, you'll see on Show My Homework. Note down who you believe Henry VIII was, when he was young and when he was old. Okay, so there's quite a lot there to do, Year 7, and I only see you twice a week, but I think that's more than enough for one lesson for you to get your teeth into. However, if you do want some optional extra tasks, there is a little horrible histories clip underneath there, and a compilation of short clips that actually might help you, and you will learn quite a lot from some of those. So you can use the 2 links at the sheet, but also on Show My Homework. Please, if you have any questions, just ask me. Okay, you might get stuck on the sources sheet. That's absolutely fine. Just try your best. You might get a little bit stuck on the conclusion activity as well, but please just ping me a message on Show My Homework, or just try your best. You know, I don't want you to spend any more than 45 minutes on this work, so after 45 minutes just send me what you've done, and what I will do then is be in touch with all of you on Friday when we have our history lesson at period 5. Because I think I may try on Friday to have a live lesson where we can talk through what you've learned on the work that you've done today. Okay, so stay safe. Really actually missing teaching a lot, missing seeing you, but well done on your assessments. You'll get more feedback from me on those. You have been working really hard this year for me in history, and I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Okay, stay safe, stay in touch. Please email me anything you need or message me on Show My Homework, and enjoy the lesson. Bye.